What if I told you that one of football's greatest goal scorers wasn't born in Brazil, Argentina, or Spain? He came from a country with just over 5 million people, a country better known for fjords than football. Yet somehow, that country produced a striker who makes scoring goals look easier than breathing. This is the unbelievable story of Erling Haaland, and how he became one of the most terrifying forwards football has ever seen. Chapter 1. Before the goals. Before the goals. Before the Champions League nights. Before Manchester City. There was a baby born in Leeds, England, July 21, 2000. His father, Erling Haaland, was already a Premier League footballer, playing for Leeds United after spells with Nottingham Forest and Manchester City. Football wasn't just around Erling. It was his family business. But when Erling was only 3 years old, everything changed. His father retired due to injury. The family moved back home to Bryn, Norway. Most future superstars grow up in giant football cities. Haaland grew up surrounded by farms, quiet roads, cold weather, small football pitches, not exactly the birthplace you'd expect for one of history's greatest strikers. Yet Bryn would become the place where his obsession with scoring goals began. Chapter 2. A different kind of athlete. Even as a child, Haaland didn't look normal. He was stronger, faster, bigger. But here's something many people don't know. He wasn't only good at football. As a 5-year-old, he reportedly recorded an impressive standing long jump for his age, giving early hints of the explosive athleticism that would later define his game. Coaches noticed something else. He hated losing. Training games, school competitions, even simple drills, everything became a competition, and he wanted to win every single one. That mindset would shape everything that came next. Chapter 3. Professional debut. At just 15 years old, Haaland made his professional debut for Bryn FK in Norway's second division. He didn't score, not once, across 16 appearances. For many young strikers, that could destroy confidence. Instead, it fueled him. He trained harder, built more muscle, improved every weakness. Soon, Molde FK came calling. Managed by former Manchester United striker Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer immediately saw something special. He even tried convincing Manchester United to sign Haaland while he was still a teenager. They passed, a decision that would haunt them. Chapter 4. The first explosion. Then came Austria, Red Bull Salzburg, and suddenly, the football world started paying attention. The 2019 Champions League. Liverpool, Napoli, Genk, Europe's biggest stage. Haaland wasn't nervous. He scored, again, and again, and again. He became the first teenager ever to score in his first 5 Champions League appearances. Suddenly, every top club wanted him. Barcelona, Juventus, Real Madrid, Manchester United, everyone. But he chose Borussia Dortmund. Chapter 5. Dortmund shocks the world. His Bundesliga debut lasted 23 minutes. That's all he needed. Coming off the bench against Augsburg, Dortmund were losing. Then Haaland scored 3 times. A debut hat-trick. 23 minutes. It felt impossible, but it was only the beginning. Goals came every week. Left foot, right foot, headers, counterattacks, tap-ins, long-range strikes. Nothing seemed impossible. Defenders knew exactly what he wanted to do. They still couldn't stop him. Chapter 6. What makes Haaland different? People often compare him to other legendary strikers. But Haaland is different. He's nearly 2 meters tall. Yet he's incredibly fast. His sprint speed has rivaled elite wingers. He combines the strength of a target man with the acceleration of a sprinter. Then there's his positioning. Watch any Haaland goal compilation. He's rarely doing impossible tricks. Instead, he's always exactly where the ball lands. Football experts call this anticipation. It's one of the hardest skills to teach. And Haaland has mastered it. His movement forces defenders into impossible decisions. Step toward him, and he runs behind. Stay deep, and he'll overpower you in the box. Either way, you're probably conceding. Chapter 7. The Manchester City era. Then, Manchester City finally signed him. Some critics weren't convinced. They wondered if he would fit Pep Guardiola's possession-based system. Others claimed he'd score fewer goals in England. Those doubts disappeared almost immediately. Hat-tricks, late winners, Champions League goals, records fell almost every week. He broke the Premier League single-season scoring record with 36 league goals in his debut campaign. Then helped Manchester City win the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the UEFA Champions League, completing the club's historic continental treble. He had arrived. Chapter 8. The mind of a machine. One reason Haaland keeps improving is his obsession with preparation. He focuses intensely on recovery, sleep, nutrition, and physical conditioning. Teammates and coaches have often described his professionalism and commitment to staying in peak condition. To him, talent isn't enough, preparation wins games, and that mentality separates good players from generational ones. Chapter 9, The Future. He's already broken countless records, won major trophies, scored against nearly every top club, yet, he's still incredibly young. The frightening part? Many analysts believe his best years are still ahead of him. Could he become football's greatest goalscorer? Could he break Cristiano Ronaldo's international record? Could he win the Ballon d'Or? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Every defender in world football already knows. When Erling Haaland is on the pitch, you're only one mistake away from conceding. From a tiny town in Norway to becoming one of the biggest names in world football, Erling Haaland's journey proves that greatness doesn't depend on where you come from. It depends on how relentlessly you're willing to improve. And if history has taught us anything, it's that counting out Erling Haaland is usually a very bad idea. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments.